why can't these black men be like immortal, just like the white characters are? You know, we got several iterations of Batman, several iterations of Superman. Why do I got to go to the movies and deal with some real life shit on the movie screen? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get
That's the
away
thing.
from this shit.
Um, Speaking of something, I think they're gonna have to retcon the mistake, man. Black Panther 2. I don't. Fresh, can you pull that trailer up? Because I'm not sold, bro. I'm not, and I'm probably the only one out here on the internet world to say that. But I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I think the story is gonna be great, but I'm just disappointed that T'Challa's dead, man. What is this, Will? What is this?
Yeah, man, huge mistake, man. I mean, it did happen in the comics. I just hate that we're gonna have to see him die on screen or die off screen or something as well. I think it's just a money grab at this point, man. I think it's in very poor taste. I think it's just to sell tickets, especially when it's so many like dope black actors that can take that role on, and everybody's just so stubborn to think that nobody can take on that role. I mean, if your ass drop dead tomorrow, your job is gonna replace you. You know, they love you, but you know, it is what it is, man. It's a job, you know. So I don't know. It's just the whole mindset of just getting rid of characters because your favorite actor's not playing them, or you know, somebody dies, is just kind of backwards to me. I mean, the trailer looks dope, though. I can't lie, man.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, Coogler does his thing when it comes to cinematography, and I appreciate that they're bringing in new villains. Well, I guess what Namor is an anti-hero, I guess, is he?
Well, to the Wakandans, he's a straight up villain.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Namor. He just kind of flip flops, man.
He can go, like, yeah, I guess you could be saying anti-hero because he could definitely be a protagonist and an antagonist.
Yeah, I think like Namor and Doctor Doom are like the greatest threats to Wakanda, and they both done bodied T'Challa too, man.
Fresh, I feel like that wasn't the one for real, but
that was the most recent one. I'm about to pull up the other one, the super cut, where it had like the amazing music and everything. Like they did their thing with that trailer as well. I'm gonna pull it up now.
You guys feel like it's gonna be an all trailer movie when we talk about the movie pound for pound, not even the T'Challa part, but just what the story could be. Obviously, honestly, I think it's gonna be a mashup of Namor and Wakanda at the end of it, and they battle a bigger threat. I don't know what that bigger threat's gonna be.
I kind of feel like they said that Namor wasn't really the main baddie in the movie, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think they'll just probably be trying to deal with T'Challa's death and you know the journey that Shuri has to go on to take up the mantle. So it'll be kind of an introspective type movie.
Mind you, I really appreciate the Shuri storyline in the comics because it gave a new, fresh point of view on how the Black Panther story should be told or can be told. But it's too early, man. It's too early for this.
I don't know. And see, when you talk like this, you get a lot of people that'll say that you know you just too stuck on the comics, or you hate women. People will tell you it's comics accurate. You know what I'm saying? And it's the issue is it's not that I don't have an issue with Shuri taking up the role. As far as I know, T'Challa's never died. He's been dethroned a few times.
Right. He hasn't died.
But to say like, oh, he's dead and we're gonna just cancel out all of these dope ass stories, we can't get like a Planet Wakanda now. All the like beef between him and Namor, like Namor like wrecked T'Challa, and then T'Challa found a way to win. You know, we ain't gonna never see. We're never gonna see T'Challa body the Silver Surfer. It's just like a lot of dope ass stories and stuff that happens with his character that you're not going to see, that people just want to kind of glance over. Yeah, you know, No Storm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he led the Fantastic Four at one point in time.
The Avengers. You know, we're never going to. So I don't know. Maybe Shuri's going to lead the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand it. It took a long time for me to get on board and understand, like, the MCU was just another universe in the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of take it as that. But I mean, just the constant reshuffling and just glancing over history, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of gets annoying after a certain point.
Facts. Let's see what we got here. This is a beautiful trailer, no question about it.
I don't know, man. It just kind of left. I know that's how death is, though, man. Death is just come. You left at the end of left off with him in what was it, New York, where he was talking about building a little embassy or whatever to kind of right the wrongs there in the United States. And then all of a sudden you jump to the next movie and he's dead. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I don't know. That's how death is, though. It'll just leave shit undone, you know?
Yeah, but like having your main character, your flagship character, to actually not be on camera, have his death on camera, you know what I mean? Like, it leaves so much speculation. And like, he's a fictional character. A fictional character with tons of stories that now we just shut the door on. I wasn't a fan of him killing off Robert Downey. I wasn't a fan of him killing off Cap. I wasn't a fan of him killing off Black Widow because they have a ton of stories, you know what I'm saying, to say. And like, I understand like bringing the actual the universe, multi-universe can quote unquote bring them back in a sense. But I don't know, man.
I mean, how do you think they're gonna kill him though, man? I mean, he's head of like the most technologically advanced civilization on Earth. Like, is it gonna be like is it gonna be what is it gonna be? He gonna die in battle or something? I don't understand.
I don't think he's gonna die in battle. I think it's gonna be natural causes. Best way they're going to actually they tying it to Chadwick itself. So
I just hope they don't do that. That's just. I think that's disrespectful if he died of cancer, man.
Well, yeah, but like the best way to actually, because you leave up questions if he dies in battle or he.
Well, no, I think they have to differentiate the character from the actor. They can't have him die of cancer too, man. I think that be a complete like spit in the face to the family, bro. We got to sit there and watch T'Challa die of cancer on screen or something like that. I hope they don't go that direction.
Now, due to unfortunate events, I kind of missed that. What do you mean? Like, y'all think that's how Marvel's gonna pull?
I mean, they gotta have to kill him, man. They gotta kill him on screen. They gotta explain him being gone. I mean, they're
gonna Goku him, man. He's gonna die of something. I don't think cancer's the thing that would exist in Wakanda, not the way we know it. So they're gonna have to Goku this guy and give him some kind of wild, fantastic disease, quote unquote, or whatever that no one can solve. Like, it's gonna have to be something unbelievable. I don't even see that's the slippery slope of killing off a character that dies with the person in real life. I mean, now you got to really stretch the story and start seeing things like that. He's got some kind of, unforeseen monkey bite or some nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, how would honestly the most powerful man in the world just go out randomly?
Got to be natural causes. Got to be natural causes too.
I don't know, but they was able to heal like spinal injuries, and you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's got to be some kind of fantastic.
Even with the grave injuries that Killmonger had, he was saying that they could save him. So it's gonna have to be. I would think that he would die in some kind of battle, or something. But don't tie it to the actual actor. We got to start differentiating between the two, man. That's a dangerous road to go down. because now you got people that's just such Tony or Robert Downey Jr. stands and Chadwick stands, and you know we love these guys. These guys brought these characters to life, man, and we enjoy them. But who's to say the next guy can't take Tony Stark to a whole nother level? You know what I'm saying? So I think people are very dismissive and closed-minded when it comes to these characters, and the studio is following suit because right now they're in like the torch passing phase, and really like the comics, you only got like clones and like kids of these characters. You know what I'm saying? Or derivatives. So I don't see after the kids are there for a while, who do they pass the torch to? It's only like 1 to 2 generations in the comics. That's it.
I think that's one thing that DC got right over Marvel is that they invested in the characters instead of the actors. Like we talk about the different Batmans, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, the Keaton Batman or the Bale Batman or the Twilight Batman, you know what I mean? And like same thing with Superman, same thing with Flash. The character is above everything else instead of the actual
the actor,
you know what I mean? So more or less that's cool. That's how it's supposed to be. But when you put the actor above it, because I understand the thinking is like, yeah, once an audience get attached to a certain actor, they might not be able to accept somebody, a recast, if you will. But we won't know it till it happens, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of amazing, legendary actors. My man, you could have put John Boyega in there, you know what I'm saying, to take over. He's an amazing actor, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, man. It's disheartening. I wish that Black Panther got the same treatment like Steve Rogers got, where we get like 2 or 3 movies, you know what I'm saying, delve deeper into the character and the story, especially when you're about to bring in X-Men and Storm is about to come into play, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I wish they could have expounded upon that more.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. I just hate that we living in a world where we'll never see T'Challa, you know what I'm saying, like meet Storm or interact with any mutants, or, you know what I'm saying, we'll never see him squabble with Namor, or see him dethroned and, you know, get like a Casper Cole story. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different directions they could have went with his story. And I agree, Fresh. That's one thing I think DC is getting right, because you leave the hero to fight another day. You know, the consequences happen all around them. They lose people close to them. But at the end of the day, they're left standing, and we go into another movie. I think Marvel is just too kind of caught up into trying to fold reality into like the fictional universe with death and everything. And it kind of takes you out of it, because you know eventually somebody's going to die or contracts run out. And, you know, what are you going to do with this character? You just basically shelve them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that, man.
The killer
they
part
did it right
is,
with Spider-Man.
The killer part to me, well, personally speaking, I already told you, I feel like it's agenda-driven as to why T'Challa doesn't exist anymore in the MCU, but we're not going to go there. As far as the part I was most disappointed about was they said so fast they were not going to replace him. Like, they just ruled it out immediately. No, he's done. That was the most disheartening thing to me. I mean, it's a $1 billion franchise out the gate with no promotion. Like, you didn't even give it a chance to breathe. Don't get me wrong, I think it's still going to put up numbers, but what's a part 3 going to look like if Shuri's the top? I don't think it's just going to bring the same excitement, you know.
I think it is, man. I think it's gonna generate, right. This movie's gonna make a lot of movie money, because
it's gonna make
people gonna be in there crying, talking about Chadwick.
Yeah, I already see people talking about they're wearing all white to it. I'm like, hey, come on, black people.
You know, right? Yeah. We we get too excited about this type of stuff, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably gonna be one of the highest grossing movies Marvel has ever done. Because the first movie was, and you know they're gonna really play up, oh, he's dead, and a lot of people gonna go see it several times to show support. I don't know. Van Jones really touched on something with a video that he put out on the subject, and he was just like, why can't these black men be like immortal, just like the white characters are? You know, we got several iterations of Batman, several iterations of Superman. Why do I gotta go to the movies and deal with some real life shit on the movie screen? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get away from this shit. I want to see a nigga live through a bullet.
Out of drunk and go to prison.
You know, yeah, I mean, I'm just death in general. You know, because comic book characters, you know, they might die, but they come back from the dead. This is shit that we wish we could like conquer death, and you know what I'm saying? Just dope shit. You know, people flying. This is supernatural shit.
Yeah, this is all whimsical shit. And again, I think it's agenda driven when you just say, "Oh shit, oh a black king, let's just conveniently
kill him and put the queen up there."
Yeah, well, you know, but you know, I don't know. That's a whole nother subject, I guess. But I'm still going to support the movie heavily. I don't know if I saw the first one like 3 times because it was just such an amazing movie, top to bottom. I don't know if I'm going to get that.
I'm gonna definitely go watch it. I don't know. I think I only went and saw it once, but I've watched it several times since. But I think it's gonna be like a very riveting, like deep, touching story, man. They gonna, you know, we didn't think they could make a story about Joker work. You know what I'm saying? Without a Batman. You know, it's been several movies where they kind of just steer away from like the main characters. You know, Sony is struggling to build a universe without a Spider-Man. I don't know, man. They're gonna have a Panther in there, and like I said, my biggest gripe was that you killed him too soon. It's not that Shuri is taking up the mantle, because she does. Like I think right currently, they're both the Panther. She's the queen of Wakanda, and T'Challa's the king of the dead. You know what I'm saying? So you know they both rule, but they're both alive. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't know, man. I think Shuri's like story was dope anyway, because initially Bass didn't accept her. Bass didn't accept her as her avatar, and therefore she couldn't be the Black Panther. But she found a way through technology, and after a while she was able to prove herself to Bass and actually acquire the powers of the Panther. So she got a real dope ass like arc, you know what I'm saying? But just to see T'Challa go from that high note in the last movie at the very end of the movie to like being dead the very next time we you know kind of get a glimpse of the characters, it's like, man, damn, you know,
like what,
yeah,
right,
really get a chance to see him roll at all.
At all.
You're right. Yep, because his dad just died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so his dad died, and he went on his vengeance tour, and then you know, after the vengeance tour he came back, and then, you know what I'm saying, he won the right to be the king, then went back on his vengeance tour, then got his ass handed to him, and then he had to do the redemption story. So he literally.
But no, then on top of that, he got blipped.
Yeah, it was gone.
Yeah, right.
He's been gone for 5 years. Yeah.
Right. So they're gonna say he came like with some new kind of blip cancer or something. Like, man, what is that?
yeah. Damn, that's fucked up.
He didn't come back from the blip, huh?
He did though.
No, he did.
No,
but he said,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like they might be like, yo, he's one of the few characters that didn't come back from the blip.
No, what Sherm's saying, he's saying that he came back, but all of the people got some kind of cancer from that shit.
Some kind of vile disease that took him out. I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of ways. This is Coogler's first sequel, so I
thought Creed was like a sequel.
He was a producer on it, but he didn't direct it. He didn't direct Creed too, but he had his you know what I'm saying, his marks on it. Yeah, but like he know how to build emotion. You know what I mean? That without a doubt, he's one of my favorite directors right now. He knows how to build emotion. He knows how to put the very capable actors in the right positions to be spectacular. You know what I mean? So like, the very few directors that actually have that ability. You know what I mean? Like, if you go back to watch Fruitvale again, like, yo, man, this is absolutely amazing on how he made this mundane day seem so exciting, even though you know what's going to happen because you know this news story. So we know how it's going to play out, and so a certain extent, and it's going to be if he's able to make this amazing, like I think he's going to make it amazing, he's going to go down in the pantheon of great directors. But it almost feels, because I think it's going to be a great movie. I have a feeling, you know what I mean? There's going to be a great movie, even though Marvel has been underwhelming in this phase, like by far. I think this is going to be the crown jewel of this phase. But
I think it's been pretty hit or miss. They got some jewels. I think it's definitely going to be one of the jewels. But the phase, it's the phase as a whole.
It's been lackluster.
Yeah, it's been lackluster, man. It's been, Kevin Feige said, I don't know, at some point all of it's gonna start to make sense, but it's just a lot going on. You still got the cosmic stuff, not getting ready to kick. No, they haven't kicked off anything supernatural yet, but you got the Eternals. It's just a lot of like.
How do y'all feel about the back-to-back Avengers movies coming?
That's years down the line.
Yeah, that's what it's at 2025.
That's a long time when it comes to movies, man.
That lineup, man. Who's on the squad though, other than Sam?
So exactly, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, we're going 2 movies here, so think about.
We don't know if Sam going to be on the squad. We don't know how.
No, we don't.
Play out in the Captain America movie.
Do you have a lineup from today to those 2 movies? I mean, a lot of shit's got to be answered. You know what I'm saying? Well,
they're going to bring in Ironheart, the female.
Yeah, that's the one thing too, man. I think having her be a Wakandian too. I think that's a little weak. Because you already got Shuri coming from there. Let her be an American. You know what I'm saying? Just like she is in the comics. Just having them both come from Wakanda. We know that like all Wakandans are like, advanced anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just have her be some just unrealistically super smart kid that's born. I mean, this kid can multitask. She had a real dope comic for her. There's a lot of people that do not like Ironheart.
I feel like she should be like a Tony resurrected in the MCU. I mean, if you're going to kill off Tony, somebody's got to take his intellect role.
Yeah, but I mean, they've already kind of made Shuri. They made Shuri his superior already.
Well, I don't know if she is technically, but
they said she is. They said that she was smarter than him. They said that she was smarter than him. That's why they brought. What was that, Vision? Or they couldn't figure out something, and they had to come to Sarah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They was trying to remove the stone without killing her.
Yeah,
no. You talking about when before they created Vision, when they had the suit, right? Are you talking about Age of Ultron?
No, I think it was Endgame. I think it was Endgame or one of them.
It was Endgame when they were trying to remove the stone because Wanda was so in love with the robot. They were trying to remove the stone and he still keep his intelligence and all that stuff. And she was doing a heck of a job doing so, but
Yeah, she ran out of time. Yeah, she ran out of time.
That
so.
Whip.